Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Matthew from Koreaboo Corona, back with another Pokemon Market Watch. Today is Wednesday, March 31st, 2021, and today we're going to be focusing on the new PSA announcement. It's going to be a really big deal, and Shining Fate's scalping prices are kind of moving around again, so I wanted to cover that along with our usual stuff. But first, we're going to start out here with this really interesting message from PSA. I just got this email today because I'm part of their collectors club or whatever. I only recently sent out an order to them a month or two ago. But basically, I'm going to summarize this for you. I'm not going to read this verbatim. But they are effective immediately. PSA is temporarily suspending our value, regular, and express service levels. They've gotten such an influx of cards. They've just completely said, we are not accepting any right now. And they're hoping they can be able to get it back up and running by July 1st. But that's not guaranteed, and I'm sure they'll start with the higher levels up first. But they were saying they receive more cards in a week at the beginning of March than they would normally receive in 3 months. So they're doing massive expansions. They're saying they're going to more than double their size of their office in California, and they're also going to start opening up offices in other countries, which is a super big deal because before now, if you need to get your card graded, you had to send it all the way to the US. And they're also going to open up other branches in the US. So right now, I'm on the East Coast, so it's a big deal to send over to the West Coast. But they're thinking by opening other places, so if they have one on the East Coast, then they can, I can ship it there instead, and hopefully it will, lessen the load on the different facilities, because they say they've almost doubled their employee count since the pandemic started, since this big Pokemon boom kind of brought on by Logan Paul and all of that kind of stuff. So this is, super interesting. So just, keep in mind, don't send anything off to PSA right now because they're just going to send it right back and you're going to have wasted that shipping. So, if you were preparing an order, I'm not sure what this means for orders that have already been shipped. I assume that, things that have been shipped before this notice are okay. But anything after this, just don't. You're going to have to wait until they have another announcement. I'll try to keep you guys updated if I get any other announcements from them. But, I thought this was an important thing to bring up. The PSA craze is really, I was talking about this a couple months ago that, that people were grading like never before. And I didn't think it would get to these levels. But, so once we're going to see a kind of a drying up of PSA for a little bit. I think around that part where they start kind of letting people submit again, so there's going to be a little bit of a dry spell, but I'm also expecting a massive influx as they're processing all of these because there's so many. Previously we had models okay, they'll add this many graded cards per month or so, but now that's effectively being multiple times or exponentially increased. So there's going to be a lot more graded cards coming into the market. So if you're holding on to some graded cards hoping they'd go up in the short term, that might not be true. If you're looking for a quick buck, it'd probably be best to flip it right now. And if you were looking to hold on to it, I would still just hold on to it. Just something to keep in mind. Now we're going to jump into TCG Player stuff, and I just want to remind you guys that we are supported by TCG Player now. We do have an affiliate link, so if you see anything in today's show or if you're picking up anything Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, just use the link down below and it will help out the channel, and I really appreciate it. Now first, we're going to start off talking with Battle Styles. So the booster boxes have gone down a slight amount. You can pick up some booster boxes for about $159 now. They're about $165 last week, so that's an improvement. We're seeing that the Elite Trainer boxes, MSRP is $40. You can pick these up for $63, so it is inflated. It's not great, but it's also not terrible when you compare it to the other Elite Trainer boxes. If you needed to get your hands on an Elite Trainer box, you could try this. I saw them stocking these, my Walmarts and Targets, and I'd pick up one and, I'd go and check the next day and there'd be zero. So these things, are flying off the shelves just like everything else, so something to keep in mind. The big hit you can get out of here is still the Big Daddy. You've got the Sleeping Tyranitar V alternate full art. I really want one of these. I haven't managed to get a hold of one, but they're about $142 each, which is a pretty high price. I think it's going to hold it. I don't think it's going to come down, so if you were thinking of picking one up, it'd probably be better to do it sooner rather than later. We've got the Rapid Strike Urshifu V Max, the alternate art secret version. This one also holding around a similar price. We got about $139 for this one. Then you got his little brother. You got the Single Striker Urshifu V Max. This is the one that I managed to pull, and this one's hovering around $71. So these are kind of like the big hitters. There's still quite a few good cards in Battle Styles. I was really surprised by the amount of value. So you can look here. We've got the Houndoom Secret sitting at around $60. We've got the Phoebe Secret around $40. We've got the normal Phoebe sitting at around $40 as well. So I think we saw this before. I think there's going to be fallout on this. I think, people are buying these up because, full art waifu cards, but they should not be the same price. So one of these has to give. Like either the rainbow's going to go up or the full art's going to come down. And honestly, at this point, I think it could go either way. I'm going to put my money on the full art going down. But if you wanted to bet against that, pick up some of those secrets and you could get a nice return on that. But in either case, I wouldn't be picking up the full arts right now. The Empoleon V alternate full art, personally my favorite card from the set. This one is around $43 each. We've got the Cheryl Secret at around $37. The Rapid Strike Urshifu V Max, the Rainbow Rare Secret at around $47. We got the Single Strike Urshifu V Max Rainbow Secret at around $35. So it seems that the Rapid Strike is preferred. I'm not sure if that's for competitive reasons or just simply for aesthetic. We've got the Rapid Strike Urshifu V Alternate Full Art. This one's holding around $36. We've got the Rainbow Secret Rare Karina's Focus Rapid Strike at around $30. We've got the Octillery Secret at around $33. And the Single Strike Urshifu V Alternate Full Art holding at around $31. So there's definitely a lot of value in this set, and we're going to round it out with the Cheryl Full Art at around $31. So this one's also really close to the Rainbow Rare Secret, so we're going to see a similar thing. Again, I'm going to guess that the Full Art is going to go down instead of the Secret Rare going up, but feel free to bet against me. Just make sure to use my affiliate link. Now next we're going to be looking at Shining Fates. So it seems that there is some kind of dissonance between TCG Player and eBay right now. So if you look on TCG Player, you've got one guy selling a couple at around let me do some quick math here, $97. So it is a little bit up from last week. We were seeing these around $95. It seems like the Scalpers are kind of like holding steady. But on eBay, you can manage to pick one up for $90 shipped. This guy's got 9 available. He's got, small amount of selling. I'm assuming this is probably a scalper. I don't know. Either way, don't go harassing this guy. I'm not here to send any hate anyone's way. But yeah, so you can pick these up for about $90. So it's less on eBay than it was last week. These are kind of coming down. They were around $95 last week. They were about $95 in both places. TCG Player kept going up, but eBay's coming down, and I think that TCG Player will come to match eBay soon, or eBay will flip the other way. Personally, I think it's going to keep coming down, because I think the set's not as good as people expected it to be, and I think the Scalpers are slowly losing ground. So, I hope they keep losing ground. I want them to, learn their lesson and never, do this again for everybody's sake. We're looking at some of the other products you can pick up from Shining Fates. We've got the premium collection, the Shiny Crobat. This is the cheapest of the few. You've got about $69 for one of these, which is absolutely absurd. Please do not pay that price. We've got the tins at around $50, which is about $18 over MSRP after tax, or probably a bit more, like $20 over MSRP. So it's not great. It's the best deal if you need to get Shining Fates, but again, I would hold off. These are going to get reprinted. Taking a look at some of the normal hits, you got the Skyla Full Art. This one is, one of the best performing cards in the set. I think it might be the second most expensive card in the set, holding around $41. You got the Full Art Waifu Trainer card. Got the Pokekid Full Art, just super cute. This one's holding around $17. We've got the Charizard V Max, the secret that everybody wants, the shiny Charizard on a decline. We're seeing you can pick one up, so this is a lightly played, so we're not going to take that into account. But 343, I believe these were around a bit above 350 last week, so they are on their way down. I think that the floor for this is around 300. I don't think it's going to get lower than 300. So if you're thinking of picking one up, now might be the time. I don't know how much farther it can go. You might be able to hold out for a little bit more, save $20-30, but it might also hop back up, and then you'll have waited too long. We've got the Suicunes. The Suicunes around $50. We've got the Ditto V Max at around $30. And the Eternatus VMAX, the gold and black versions, around $23. The Galarian Ponyta, holding around $23. You know, it's really interesting that in this set that a lot of the decent value cards aren't even like, you know, the ultra rare full art shinies. It's these normal shinies and some of the trainer cards from the base set. And then you've got the Eternatus V black and gold at around $19. And doing a little shout out for my friend Blake over at the team MST Negates. This is his favorite. He told me he picked one of these up for $5 the other week, so I thought I'd do a check on it, and it's gone up to around $10. So hey, you know, I know you really like this Pokemon and you're not here to flip it, but you know, good investment. I should have listened to you and picked up some myself. Next, we're going to be hopping into Vivid Voltage. You can pick up an Elite Trainer box of this for around $100. This is where it was last week. I don't see it moving much. I don't think people are really buying them at this price, so I think it's just kind of gonna hold. I mean, I'm sure like one or two will sell, but that's not gonna really like change the prices around. And then, you know, this is all being held up by the Pikachu VMAX Secret Rare, which is around $385, $390. Kind of creeping back up. It was above 400 for a while. It fell down to about 375, I believe, last week. So it's on its way back up. I think it will in the next like month or so. It's going to break over 400, and I don't know if we're going to see it dip until that reprint. Next, we've got the normal Pikachu V Full Art. This one's also on the way back up. It's at $72. It's getting really close to dipping below 70, and I think it should be. I don't think it should be this much, but you know, that's, you know, not for me to decide. It's all about price and demand. The Champion's Path Elite Trainer boxes, these are also super hard to find. These are about $100 as well. Vivid Voltage was beating it out for a bit, but it seems like they've kind of caught back up, so that's interesting to see. The Charizard VMAX Secret Rainbow Rare at around $290 right now, which is, I know that these and the Shiny were kind of fighting for a while, but this is up from where they were. I believe this was around $275 last week, so it is moving back up as well. It seems like a lot of these kind of like high-end cards are creeping up in all the sets that are not Shining Fates and Battle Styles. So anything older than those two most recent sets are kind of like creeping back up. We've got the Shiny Charizard V Secret at around, you can pick up a cheap copy around $270. So again, we're seeing the Rainbow is beating out the Shiny right now. It's kind of been going back and forth. I still think that the Shiny is going to win out in the end, but we still got some time on that. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, which one you think is going to win. We're going to take a look here at Unified Minds. I just want to, you know, give a quick kind of preview. I saw these in stock a little while ago, and they sold out, you know, booster boxes, you know, $400. The Elite Trainer boxes are $260. And the main reason I want to show a highlight on this is because of Misty's favorite full art. Now this is the peak. This is the furthest that we can see these full art trainer cards go, in my opinion, where we're seeing it over $100. Now this is, you know, an insane price for an ultra rare from the set. You know, we're seeing here that the only card more expensive is, you know, the Rainbow Rare Secret Mewtwo and Mew GX, the face card. But, you know, it's not really surprising. Misty is one of the, you know, original trainers, and she's a fan favorite, and she got a full art trainer card. So just want to keep this in mind. You know, the waifu tax is still a thing. You know, I did an episode on that earlier, about a month or two ago, but just keep that in mind. Well, that's going to be where I'm going to end today's Market Watch. Let me know in the comments down below if there are any cards you'd like me to cover in future episodes. Don't forget that we're doing a 100 subscriber giveaway where we're giving away a Charizard V promo from the Champion's Path ETB. And 1,000 subscribers, we're still giving away that Champion's Path Elite Trainer box. If you're going to be buying any product on TCG Player, make sure to use my affiliate link. And I just want to thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.